Hello Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading. We already have your cards jumping straight out. So this is going to be for the week of the 27th to the 2nd of January. So we're moving into 2022. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. Just to let you guys know, of course, the new year is obviously a great time to really kind of think about the future. And I think that's coming up for everybody within this week, which I think is nice. But let's see what's going on for you guys within this week in particular. So the two cards that you have coming out here is the Queen of Swords and the Hierophant. But I'm going to pull a few more cards out coming to see what this message is about. But most likely is about commitment. Some of you might be signing some new contracts here, Capricorn, which could be quite good for you. But let's have a look and see what this is. Again, thinking about the future, we love that. Two of Wands coming through here. For some of you, I do see a big opportunity coming up, which is quite nice. And this could be someone coming in, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who is either helping you with this. Could be taking a relationship to the next level, by the way, guys. It does feel like there's a serious conversation coming in, though, about the next step. So for some of you, this could be in terms of business, this could be in terms of work, this could be in terms of relationships. It's about thinking of the next step with the Two of Wands. I love this card because what it means is that you've not outgrown a situation, but it means, well, yeah, I guess you have outgrown a situation in a sense where you're ready for something new, you're ready for something fresh, you're ready to kind of explore new boundaries, new grounds, which I think is really nice. And of course, through life, you're always going to be reaching new levels, and this just means to me that you guys have made a lot of progress, so it is a good sign here. But I want to talk about this Hierophant. The Lovers, well, here we go. There is a love relationship coming through here. We have the Hermit card coming in. So for some of you, you may have really been in your own space and energy. Could be dealing with a Virgo here. We have Gemini, Taurus, and air energy coming through here. But this is about committing to somebody here. Clarify the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Wands. Interesting. Okay, there does look like a conversation being had between you and somebody else here. Some of you, I will say, this is going to resonate for some of you who are already aware of a third-party situation. There could be some conversations being had about that. But for others of you, it kind of feels like there is you here, Capricorn, and somebody else. Could be a same-sex relationship, having a very serious conversation about taking things to the next level. But most importantly, someone is talking about, I feel like, yeah, someone feels a little bit lonely here. I think this is what the conversation is being had. We have a lot of Sag energy coming through and Virgo energy. The Hermit's jumped back out again. So let's talk about this. Someone feels a little bit alone here. And I feel like someone's trying to be patient with somebody else as well in this dynamic of where someone feels alone, but the other person wants to be alone, or maybe it's the same person who wants to be alone, but they feel alone. This could be self-sabotaging behaviors just because this Hermit is coming underneath the Queen of Swords. And I'm not quite sure where you are here, Capricorn. If I'm going to be very honest with you, you might be the Queen of Wands, you might be the Queen of Swords. But I'm just going to express it how it is from what I can see. Somebody here is really kind of in a soul-searching phase in their life, and the other person here is just being patient with it, because underneath the Queen of Wands we have the Temperance card, which is about a balancing of energies. I do see this relationship coming around. This card, Temperance, can be reconciliation for some of you as well, if this is someone that you know of already, again, in a higher commitment with. But what it seems like, you guys are very different people, though. It's interesting. Someone here is very passionate, very loving, very warm, and the other person can come across quite cold at times. And maybe you switch roles, you know, every now and again. Let's clarify the dynamic between these two queens, please. Nine of Pentacles. Yep, here we go. Yeah. Someone feels lonely. The other person is going through their own stuff, so I think that we understand this. I'm going to assume you're the Queen of Wands because that's how it's kind of coming across to me. But if it is the other way around, I trust you to deal with it however you wish and apply it however you wish. But there is some mixed emotions on somebody's side here in terms of this is you offering that passion, that love. And it's almost as though someone, it's not that they're not taking it, or they're saying not now. Someone's not taking an opportunity now because they're quite happy in their own energy, which is very interesting. And I think this is where it kind of maybe triggers you with the Moon card. It causes a lot of confusion in this dynamic. Yeah, because someone's not taking the offer and you're waiting around here. It's difficult. It is difficult. I think you've done well with the patience that you've had, by the way. I think you've had a lot of hope and you really believe that this is divinely guided. I'm going to clarify this person's side just so I can see what's really going on with them. Three of Swords. I do think they've been through a lot of trauma that they're trying to heal. I think they've lost themselves in relationships before, and I think that scares them. So I think this scares them. I'm going to be honest with you. This is intuitive that I'm picking this up because they come across very well put, this person with the Queen of Swords. And with the Hermit, yes, they come across as someone who is, yes, you can tell they've been through a lot. They've had a lot of experiences. They are very wise. They come across as someone who has their shit together with the Nine of Pentacles. But in reality, I'm going to sit here and say I think they're very hard on themselves, and maybe that's the issue. We have the Page of Pentacles, so again, they're focusing on their studies, they're focusing on themselves, their work, you know, building themselves up here, which I think is important that they focus on. But the Three of Swords, I think this is what they're hiding deep down. They may be telling you, I can't commit right now because of A, B, C, it's all to do with work and themselves. But Three of Swords, I feel like there is something deeper that they're not telling you. I think they're scared to, let's say, fall in love. They're scared to have feelings. They're scared to put emotional passion or intimacy into something because they're worried about you leaving them, or maybe them not being good enough, or maybe from their own. Maybe I feel like this person is very lost in their head sometimes. I really do get that. And this is why they're worried about taking this opportunity and this offer with you, with the Four of Cups. I get that there is hesitancy. I'm going to sit here and say you shouldn't have to wait around for someone to be ready. I think with the Queen of Wands, I want to sit here and say you are worth a lot more than that, Capricorn. Whether this is opportunities, regardless of how this applies in your life. A lot of you, this will be love and choices. I think there is a need to make a choice here. Whether it's just you go on your own path, and if this reconnects, then that's great. But you deserve to be out there. I feel like there's no need for you to be hiding away, waiting for someone who's not ready for you. I think you should still go out there and maybe see other people, or, you know, have fun. All right, because I think sometimes this can really bring you down. With the Moon card coming up on your side, this is you, I think. You just get very confused and very upset about this situation because you have nothing but love and passion to give this person. For some reason, they're doubting this. It's nothing personal is what I want to say, though. I don't think it's anything personal to you. They know they can achieve happiness with you, but they have fears. But this is what they're trying to kind of understand. This is how this is coming up in a spread that I'm pulling. It's random. I never normally have a spread with the YouTube readings, but here we go. Since first for everything. They're really trying to analyze their triggers. So maybe with patience, they will understand it. But again, I think there's a conversation coming through between the two of you here because you're very confused. And I feel like in some ways you kind of want to be treated a bit better, in a sense that you're waiting and you have to put your feelings aside and what you want aside because of this person, which... Clarify the Moon. Thank you. The Fool card. And the King of Cups. I feel like there's some emotional conversations coming in, which is interesting. Can I see how this person's going to take that, though? Because for some reason... Yeah, I can see them fighting it. I knew that was going to come up here. I can see them fighting it. I think this person really doesn't like emotions. I think that's because they've been resisting their own. It's very difficult here. I think I'm hearing I'm busy right now. And that's going to really suck. Because they're always busy. That's what I feel like. You can see it in my face. I feel like I'm living it for you. It's like, yeah, but you're always busy. And I feel like you don't feel heard sometimes, Capricorn. This is a very specific message for some of you. 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. They do have a lot on their plate, though. I will give it to them. They're not lying. I don't think they're lying at all. Again, the reasons that they're telling you, though, I think are very surface layer. They're not just busy. I think they're also avoiding the 3 of Swords. And I think this person has this self-sabotaging behavior of they'd rather push people away, keep them at a distance, because at least then if you decide to walk away, it's not going to hurt them as much. That's why it's coming through. They're very wounded. I must admit, it's really coming up that way. But you're taking a leap of faith with your emotions, whatever that means. Maybe you're expressing it. You're becoming more balanced with it, which I think is really nice. I think a lot of you guys through this, I think you're also going through like difficult times. They are going through a dark night of the soul. Soul searching. You guys are kind of emotion searching. It's not a thing, but I'm making it one now. Because with the Moon, it's kind of like, I think you're really going deep into your emotions and you're really purging everything that you feel towards this relationship. There's nothing here that tells me that this can't work out in the future. One thing I will say to you though is that they're resisting it right now. What you don't want to do is chase something that's running away from you. What you do want to do in terms of laws of the universe and how it works, Capricorn, is going, okay, I'm going to be around things that want to be around me because what I want wants me. And I'm going to attract this in. If it's made for me, and it will come back in when I'm not chasing it. But you are just going to sit there, look pretty in your life and do what makes you happy, makes you passionate. And I think from this person may come through when they're healed and when they're ready. But there's no point trying to, I don't think you're forcing anyone. That's the wrong word to use. I need to get better vocabulary. But it's more of a sense of, you really want it. I get it. You really want it. You have so much passion. It's getting worse, guys. You have so much passion. You have so much desire. You really want to give this person everything that you've got. But the Ace of Wands, you have something special. A very big card, I must say. And you would never want to hurt this person or put them through what they've been through. But they don't think that you will. But it's just a trauma they have. And we have to kind of understand this. But in the meantime, let's talk about what we should be doing. Here we go. I think you have a lot on your plate already here. Yes, okay. There's a little bit. This Five of Wands fell in between these two cards, which is you're on very different pages right now. You need to balance things in your life, which I'm about to show you in a second. And this person's going through, let's look, I love this, how it's looking here. They're looking at their own traumas here and they're trying to figure out why they're getting triggered at certain things and why they feel a certain way here. And they're still hurt, so they're trying to heal that here. You need to heal and balance things in your life. All right, there's a reason why there's a lot of confusion here. In this sense, I think it's about learning boundaries, learning, how to really kind of prioritize yourself and not put other people on a pedestal, learning to put yourself on a pedestal, especially coming into 2022. This is a really big time of where you're putting yourself first. And with the Two of Pentacles, again, it's about a balance. It's about being busy. There is a lot of things that I think you have to do. And in the meantime, do that and this person will come back round again. All right, but we shouldn't depend on it. Speaking of which, we have the Knight of Swords. It'll be quicker than you expect here. I do see a message coming through. Could be the beginning of a relationship with the Three of Pentacles coming through here. Maybe someone wants to, yes, here we go. Look at this. The moment, Capricorn, that you put yourself first, start working out your own stuff, because I think your life, your personal life, outside of this relationship, outside of this dynamic, whatever it is starting to become unstable because we're not really paying much attention to that. We're paying more attention to this because it's, of course, I understand. There's a lot of confusion here. You want to sort it out. You want to settle it. You want to figure it out, right? You want to kind of not a conclusion, but you want an answer. But in the meantime, Spirit is saying, give this person time. Can't rush this. They need this space and time. In the meantime, prioritize your life, prioritize your responsibilities right now. Get your own life into stability, build that routine, do the things you've always been wanting to do and have put to the side. The Knight of Swords comes in, some kind of communication comes in to create something new, to have this plan, to start something fresh, to build this, and a Seven of Pentacles. It'll take time. This person's a very slow moving person, right? They do like to take their time. Again, I think maybe in the past they rushed ahead. Maybe you in the past also rushed ahead and it led to pain. They're now taking the time because of this. But 7 and the 3 of Pentacles lead to the 10. So yes, it will take time, but it will lead you towards prosperity and a very bright future. Again, I am seeing same-sex relationships in this reading, which of course is not going to resonate with everyone, but I see it. A very feminine energy is coming together, which is important. And if we're in a feminine energy, regardless of gender, it's about attracting and not chasing. And maybe this is what you're both doing. You're both attracting each other, which is so interesting. Because this is an undeniable connection. Two of Cups, you both feel the same way. But there's other things in your personal life that seems to be getting in the way. And Queen of Pentacles coming through could be another earth sign, but this could be you. The moment that you know your worth, you know your value, things start to take off a little bit more, okay? But in this meantime, you focus on yourself, focus on your future, focus on bigger, better, brighter things. This relationship's likely to, again, go to the next level, but maybe not now. Give it time, okay? Let's pull you out some love cards. I'm going to pull some from this. Let your friends help you. So maybe we need a bit more of a social life outside of this person. Could be very important. maybe we need some advice from some friends and some just downtime with yourself and with, again, it's kind of like your personal life outside of this person. We have you deserve love, which you do, all right? This is very important that you understand that, which is why I was kind of suggesting that we kind of go and do our own thing. And if you get attention, then great. Yeah, codependency, romantic feelings. You both feel the same way, but again, this is where the codependency is, because you're waiting around for somebody who's resisting this right now. It's not, they're not resisting it because they don't like you. I see you both feel the same way about each other, but they're resisting this because they don't think they're ready for such a big commitment. And this codependency on your side or their side, again, depending on who, needs to be resolved before this can come into a dynamic. Because I see that you're very healthy people, it's a healthy relationship, but this codependency kind of creates a bit of like toxicness, you know? It's not even a word, I'm sure, but yes. Okay, let's see with the love oracle cards. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn in love. Cassette, old, outdated thinking, okay? This is replaying events over in your head and conditioning. Be careful of that, right? Healing your heart, again, we're really talking about it. I think they're kind of getting rid of old wounds. You're kind of healing yourself here in the hurt that this relationship has kind of been giving you, all right? Yes, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. I don't think this is a toxic relationship. Maybe it is because they're resisting and you're pushing. It's kind of a weird dynamic right now. I think it can resolve itself. I haven't seen any endings. I haven't seen it. This person's a completely horrible person. So there is definitely an opportunity to come together. But this is codependency most likely, okay? Go with the snake. This says boundaries, enable boundaries. And let's get one more. Fours could be very important for you. That's about the home space. And here we have a date. Here we go from the runner. So the person who was running away is now wanting to take this more seriously, okay? Expect to see and hear from this person soon, okay? All right, my angels. I love you guys. Have an incredible new year. I love you, and I will see you guys next week.